What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's fight at 126 pounds in Scotland between Nathaniel Collins and Cristobal Lorente. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Could you also like this video? Give me a thumbs up, as well as go down to the bottom of your screen, click the notifications button so you never miss one of my videos, so you never miss one of my live streams. Also, be sure to join our Johnny Says Boxing Insider VIP group. It's a couple bucks a month. It's an exclusive membership, meaning you get more access to myself on social medias, more accessibility on my YouTube channel, but more importantly, you become a member of our pro betting Discord. In this Discord, you'll find guys who do this for a living, but you'll also find entertainment bettors. You'll find boxing in there, MMA in there. We also added a soccer and an American football channel as well. That link is pinned in the comment section below. All right, guys. Another one of these boxing weekends that doesn't have a lot of marquee names jumping off the paper, but there are a lot of fights. If you're tuning into this right now, as I uploaded this video today, we have boxing in Japan in the live stream today. I already told you who my upset of the week is going to be and my prop bet of the week. That's happening today in Japan. And then tomorrow, we're watching a really good fight in Africa between Brown and Brandon Glanton. This video, though, takes us to Scotland to feature a fight at 126 pounds between two undefeated fighters, the Scottish fighter Nathaniel Collins and the Spaniard Cristobal Lorente. So in this video, what I'm going to do is break down both fighters' careers. I'm going to talk a little bit about how they go about their business. Stay tuned to the end of the video. Like always, that's where I'll be going over the current Las Vegas odds, and I'll be telling you where to put your money. We last saw Cristobal Lorente fight to a draw. He has 0 losses, but he does have 2 draws. He fought Gill, and the scorecards were kind of all over the place. One judge gave it to Gill, 117 to 111. Another judge gave it to Lorente, and then the third judge scored it a draw. So with Lorente, if you're unfamiliar with him, not really a household name, comes from Spain, orthodox fighter. He's tall for the division. This is 126 pounds. He stands at about 5'9", so he will have a 3-inch height advantage over Collins. He's not a big puncher. He's not super athletic. This guy doesn't really do anything superbly well. What he does do well, though, is he wins, and he doesn't know how to lose, so you always have to take that into consideration. When we're looking at his skill set, his feet are okay, his setups are okay. If I had to pick his best weapon, his jab is probably his best weapon, only because he throws it more often. Every now and then he'll throw his lead hook. I wish he would throw his hook more. And like always, guys, I'm a big body puncher. I wish that he would work the body a little bit more, especially with all of his jab setups. He does have a tendency to get out on his front foot and lengthen that jab a bit too much, in my opinion. This kind of leaves him open to get countered. We'll see with the southpaw in his opponent, Nathaniel Collins, if he takes advantage of this sort of tactic. We last saw Collins fight Lee McGregor on this channel. You know we won money. Nathaniel Collins was an underdog. We featured that fight. The receipts are on the playlist. Fight predictions, you can see that breakdown. Stats don't lie. Collins versus McGregor. We took Collins by stoppage as well, and he looked exceptional. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do, and I feel he's trending in a way in which, when I watch all of his tape, when you watch his career, when you know his story, when you know about all the adversity that he's overcome in his past and more recently to get to this stage of his career, it's really tough to cheer against a fighter like this and to bet against a fighter like this. He's only about 5'6". He doesn't have a lot of knockouts on his resume, but one thing about Collins that I really like, not only his aggression, you would kind of label him a front foot fighter. I like his timing. I like how he sets up his backhand. He puts the pressure on his opponent in such a way he almost makes his opponent throw first by pressuring, makes them make a decision, boom, and then he counters. And that worked really well for him against Lee McGregor, and he's probably going to be looking to do the same against Lorente, he's going to want to pull that offense out of Lorente and then look for a counter. I think it's going to be his backhand. I'm excited to see the props. We'll get into those in a second. Remember, guys, I'm only going to give you my money line. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at the Spaniard and see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Cristobal Lorente is 20-0 with 2 draws. Of his 20 wins, he has 8 knockouts out of 1,770 fighters in the world at 126 pounds. He's ranked number 52. He's fought a career total of 134 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 40% career knockout to win ratio. The 29-year-old Spaniard is a 5'9.5" orthodox fighter. He was born and raised and lives in Barcelona, Catalunya, Spain. We last saw him fight Ruben Gil, 8-0, split draw in the 12th. Grandelli, 18-3, UD in the 12th. Forte, 20-0, won a majority decision in the 12th. Trana, 15-10, UD in the 6th. You could go all the way down his resume. You're not going to really be able to pick out too many names that you recognize. The way he operates, though, like I said, he's going to want to score points. He's going to want to win rounds. He does that with his jab setup. There isn't a lot of diversity on the jab setup, meaning you don't see too many foot feints. You don't see too many head feints. What he does is prod forward and just sticks it out, sticks it out, sticks it out. And this is going to be his path to victory, in his opinion. I feel, though, he's going to have to take risks. He's definitely going to have to throw his hook, and he's definitely going to have to punch with Collins if he feels that he's going to get Collins' respect and force Collins backwards. This will be a narrative of the fight. It's something that I'm going to be looking towards, and it's something that I feel you guys as fans should be looking towards as well. That sort of game within the game. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at Collins and see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Nathaniel Collins is 17-0. Of his 17 wins, he has 8 knockouts out of 1,770 fighters in the world at 126 pounds. He's ranked number 17. He's fought a career total of 105 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 47% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as the Nightmare, and the 29-year-old southpaw stands at 5'6". He was born and raised in Bearsden, Scotland, United Kingdom. We last saw him fight Lee McGregor, 15-1, stopped him in the 4th. Martinez, 8-26, won a points decision in the 8th. Grandelli, 18-2, won a UD in the 12th. Miller, 13-0, won a majority decision in the 12th. Hamza, 17-1, he won via first round knockout. The fight before that, he won by a 7th round knockout. All in all, what we're seeing here is the best version of Nathaniel Collins. This is his time to shake up the rankings at 126 pounds. If you watch his media day, if you follow his Instagram, he looks locked in. He looks more focused than ever. If you take his last performance against Lee McGregor, it was a Scottish versus Scottish fight. The electricity was amazing, and a lot of people had that as a 50-50 fight, and the money was leaning towards McGregor, but Collins is the one who came out on top. He was sharper. He was more aggressive. His offensive arsenal was just too much, and he really left McGregor standing there without a lot of answers, eventually getting him out of there. When you think about these guys side by side, the age cancels each other out. You could pick and choose and cherry pick the resumes. I don't put too much into either or resume. Both guys, this is their fight of their career. This is their opportunity to propel them onto the international stage and to shake up those rankings at 126 pounds. The Spaniard's going to be the taller fighter. He's going to have the longer reach. What he's not going to have is the power advantage. I don't give him the speed advantage. I don't give him the athleticism. I give all of those things, the physicality side of things, the aggression, the front foot, the power, the ability to make your opponent confused and make your opponent second guess their game plan. I give all of that to Collins. Now, before I get into the current Las Vegas odds, I want to remind everybody I do live streams every day. In those live streams, we break down all of the fights. We also go over method of victories, prop bets, locks. Also in the Discord, that's where I give you all of my bets, where I show you where I'm putting my money. Be sure to click that link that's pinned in the comment section below to become a VIP and join our private Discord. All right, guys, wherever you are in the world, let's pull out our betting apps and let's take a look at these current odds. On the money line, they have the Scottish fighter Nathaniel Collins as a $1.22 favorite, meaning you put $100 on Collins, you get your money back plus $22. The draw is 16-1. Cristobal Lorente is a $4.75 underdog, meaning 100 on Lorente to win. You get your money back plus 375 bucks. Not quite a 4-1 dog, which I feel these odds are pretty good. Not too wide, not too close. I think about a 4-1 for the Spaniard does it for me based off what I've seen on the film study. When I look at these guys' styles, where they're trending, one's coming off a draw, one's coming off an electric performance. Who's the A side? This fight is in Scotland. That crowd is going to be incredible. I love the Scottish boxing crowds, and with the star of Scotland currently retired and stepping away, the former undisputed champion, Josh Taylor, you have to think Nathaniel Collins has put himself in line as the next one up to carry the flag for the Scots in the sport of boxing. When we look at the current landscape of the champions at 126, you have Fulton, Angelo Leo, you have Nick Ball, and then you have my guy Rafa Espinoza. Now, whoever wins this fight, are they going to get a title shot? Maybe, maybe not. Probably each guy needs to win a couple more fights. Where I'm going with my money, on the money line, I'm leaning all in on Nathaniel Collins. I feel like his power, his speed, his aggression, his energy will be too much for the Spanish fighter. Moving forward, is Collins good enough to challenge any of those aforementioned current belt holders at 126? I don't like playing skip ahead theories. I don't like thinking too far ahead regarding matchmaking. We got to get through this fight. We got to see how Collins looks against Lorente. If it's the version we saw against Lee McGregor, I feel that Nathaniel Collins has many more big fights in front of him. And shout out to Frank Warren, shout out to Queensberry, seeing Collins on the undercard in his last fight, seeing how he performed, now giving him a main event and a homecoming. You gotta love it when you see that in our sport. Guys, you don't have to agree with me. This is not an echo chamber. Maybe you saw something in the film with Lorente that I didn't see. In the comment section below, let me know who do you think is going to win this fight, Collins or Lorente. Also, there's another fun fight on this card. I've already broke it down, already featured it. It's in the playlist, Stats Don't Lie, between Mark Jeffers and Willie. Stay tuned to the end of this video because that one is coming up right now.